Closing arguments are underway in the death penalty trial of the man who admitted to killing Hollywood police officer Yandy Chirino. CBS News Miami's Steve Majuri is your reporter live at the courthouse in Fort Lauderdale. And Steve, the jury could begin deliberating later this afternoon.
That's right, but first, the prosecution has been making its case all morning. They were the ones that got to go first here, and they've been explaining the elements that need to be met in order for the jury to decide whether Jason Banegas will spend the rest of his life in prison or if he will be sentenced to death. And during the closing by the prosecution, they played the 911 call from the night that Jason Banegas killed Hollywood police officer Yandy Chirino in 2021. The officer was responding to reports of someone trying to break into cars. Prosecutors say Chirino spotted Banegas armed with a gun. There was a struggle, and then Banegas shot the officer twice in the face. Banegas pled guilty to killing the officer. And last week, Banegas' defense attorneys argued that he had a rough upbringing and endured trauma. His sister testified about a rough home life for the both of them. She testified that her and her brother witnessed domestic violence between their parents and said her mother would trade sex for money, sometimes leaving them home alone for days at a time with no food. But the prosecutor argued that Banegas knew what he was doing. He based that on testimony from psychologists.
Take what you want from Dr. Johnson's testimony. It would have been real nice if he actually asked the defendant why he shot the officer. The entire episode could not have been more life-threatening in nature because one life didn't survive, which is why we're all here. She said the defendant did understand right from wrong and did understand the consequences of his actions. I specifically asked her, I said, was he insane? Was he not guilty by reason of insanity? No, he knew, not at all.
And after the prosecution wraps up, the defense will get its chance to make its final case to the jury and get the last word here. At least 8 jurors need to recommend the death penalty in order for that sentence to move forward. Live in Fort Lauderdale, Steve Majuri, CBS News, Miami.